Okay, so picture this. You're on your way to work, right?
Uh-huh.
But instead of worrying about traffic,
Yeah.
you're dodging missiles.
Not ideal.
Not a fun commute
Not
at all.
No.
That is the reality in Ukraine, though.
Yeah.
And today we are diving deep
Yeah.
into how Ukraine is dealing with that.
Okay.
Specifically, we're looking at the Patriot missile systems that have been all over the news lately.
Big news.
Really fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
We've got excerpts from this article, and it basically lays out how 90 retired Patriot missile interceptors
90.
ended up going from storage in Israel all the way to the front lines in Ukraine.
Wow.
So how did that even happen?
Well, it's really interesting because, Ukraine's air defense has been putting up a good fight against Russia, but adding these Patriot interceptors is a total game changer.
Huge upgrade.
It's not just about having a bigger stockpile of missiles, it's about the capabilities.
Right.
These interceptors are in a whole different league.
Yeah, we're not talking about shooting down drones here.
No, no, no.
These are for real serious threats.
Exactly.
So break it down for us.
Okay.
What makes these Patriot interceptors so crucial in this conflict?
Think of them like the special forces of air defense.
Okay.
They're designed to take down the really tough targets, like ballistic missiles.
Those are hard to intercept.
Super hard. They're fast. They're maneuverable.
Yeah.
The Patriots can also take out fighter jets, cruise missiles, you name it.
Wow.
It's about protecting crucial infrastructure, military bases, even entire cities from Russia's most powerful weapons.
So potentially saving countless lives.
Absolutely.
Now here's where it gets really interesting, though.
Okay.
These interceptors, they weren't just sitting in some U.S. warehouse gathering dust.
Right.
They were actually retired from Israel's own defense systems back in 2023. That's not your everyday weapons transfer?
Definitely not. It's unusual, to say the least.
Why would Israel even agree to this?
Well, Israel was hesitant at first, and for good reason.
Yeah.
I mean, Russia has a big military presence in Syria.
Right, on Israel's border.
Exactly. And they're a major supporter of Iran, which is a direct threat to Israel.
So giving weapons to Ukraine could have been seen as, like, provoking Russia.
You could say that, yeah.
And Ukraine had been asking for these weapons for quite a while, right?
Yeah. They were pushing for this for a long time.
So that must have put a lot of pressure on Prime Minister Netanyahu.
Absolutely.
What do you think ultimately tipped the scales?
It's a complicated situation for sure. You've got this sense of solidarity with Ukraine, a fellow democracy facing a powerful aggressor.
Right.
But Israel also has to protect its own interests.
Its own security.
Yeah. And remember, Russia's support for Iran is a huge concern.
Right.
So in late September, Netanyahu finally gave the green light.
Okay.
But even then, the wording they used was very careful.
Oh, you mean that whole returning equipment to the U.S. thing?
Exactly. It's a classic diplomatic move.
Almost like a loophole.
It raises the question, was it a genuine attempt to de-escalate? Or just clever wording to avoid a direct confrontation with Russia?
Really makes you think.
It does.
So let's track these interceptors on their journey.
Okay.
I doubt they booked a flight on Expedia.
No, definitely not.
How do you even move these high-tech weapons from Israel to Ukraine?
You're talking serious airlift.
Yeah.
They used U.S. Air Force C-17s, those massive cargo planes,
Huge plane.
to fly the interceptors to Poland.
Poland.
Specifically the Rizal Air Base.
Okay.
That air base has basically become the central hub for all the military aid going to Ukraine.
Wow. I bet that airbase has seen more action in the past few years than some Hollywood movies.
Oh, sure.
So the interceptors land in Poland. Are they ready to go straight into battle at that point?
Almost, but not quite.
What else needs to happen?
The good news is they're compatible with Ukraine's existing Patriot batteries.
So what's a battery in this context?
It's like a group of launchers, radars, and control systems all working together to fire and guide the interceptors. But here's the thing. Some of the additional radar and support equipment needs to be refurbished.
Refurbished.
Yeah, it needs some work before it's ready to be deployed.
So it's not just plug and play.
Not quite. There's a lot of coordination involved.
So we've got these incredibly powerful Patriot interceptors,
Yeah.
some really delicate diplomacy, and this whole logistical operation to get them ready for action.
It's a huge undertaking.
It really is. And this whole thing is a glimpse into something much better.
Absolutely.
This isn't just an isolated event. It shows how interconnected everything is in modern warfare.
Right. It's a web of international relationships.
And it makes you wonder what else is going on behind the scenes.
Exactly. If this deal was made quietly, What other arrangements are being made that we don't know about?
It's a really good question.
It is. And what does this mean for the West's commitment to Ukraine in the long run?
What do you think, listener?
Yeah,
How might Russia respond to this?
that's the big question.
And what does this tell us about military aid in a world where conflicts can escalate so quickly?
Lots to think about.
This situation is definitely far from over,
No, it isn't.
and we'll be keeping a close eye on it.
For sure.
We'll be back next week with another deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
See ya.
Bye.